Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm in the greenhouse. In today's video, I'll be sowing seeds of the critically endangered Dendroseris litoralis, one of the world's rarest plants. Let's get straight into it. Okay, a little bit of background on the plant first. The Latin name is Dendroseris litoralis, otherwise known as the Robinson Crusoe cabbage palm or the Juan Fernández cabbage tree. It is native and endemic to only one small island in the Pacific Ocean, the Juan Fernández Island. And legend has it that back in the day, it sustained the shipwrecked or marooned sailor Alexander Selkirk, who was the real-life inspiration behind the story of Robinson Crusoe. Now, these things are easy to germinate from seed, but super hard to grow to maturity. I've managed to grow several of these plants, but I've had them die to the cold, to the heat. They're very susceptible to mildew, as you can see. Green fat flies and aphids love them. Slugs love them. Their roots are very sensitive to repotting. I've lost a lot to stem rot. I've got a couple at the back there. So this one is not looking very healthy. It's been attacked by slugs. We'll see how it goes. This one has been attacked by slugs over winter. This is my healthiest one that's a year old. But they're fascinating plants. And by the 1980s, there were only reportedly three individual plants left in the whole world, in the wild on the island of Juan Fernández. And that was mainly down to feral goats that were introduced by Spanish and British sailors, I think in the 17 and 1800s, and they were decimated. Since then, there has been a concerted effort by botanical gardens and plant enthusiasts to grow them. So they are a feature of botanical gardens around the world, but still they are officially critically endangered on the UN critically endangered list. Anyway, today I'm going to show you how easy these are to sow and grow from seed. Right, so the tried and tested method, hat tip to Mike Clifford for this, is to sow these seeds on chopped sphagnum moss. So I've got a little bit of sphagnum moss there. I'm going to chop it up and put it in the seed tray. Right, there's the sphagnum moss chopped and into the seed tray. I'm just going to make sure everything's nice and wet. Get rid of that stray worm there. Let's take a look at the seeds. My seeds are from Mike Clifford. You can find him online at Mike's Rare Plants. The seeds are quite hard to find. I think Mike only posts within the UK. I've seen a few seed websites that do post to the EU, but they are relatively hard to find. These 8 cost me £5, and you can see them in there. I always think they look a little bit like mini cornflakes. Anyway, all I'm going to do is place one in each cell and give it another water. Probably ended up with more than 8 there. At least 12, I think. Top it up. They do like to be really wet in the sphagnum moss. Make sure the seeds have got a little bit of coverage there. There we go. Now I'm going to put these, I have grown these for the last 2 years very successfully on a living room window. I am going to put these in the greenhouse. I didn't have the greenhouse on there. And Okay, so I'm going to leave them on the greenhouse shelf there in full sun, and genuinely you should see some germination within the week. They are incredibly fast to germinate. Like I say, the difficulty is from there getting them through a winter in particular. So yeah, of those 12 seeds, maybe some of them were not, maybe they were half seeds, I'm not sure. I should have possibly up to 100% germination rate. I have done that in previous years, and as you can see, this one from last year is doing well, surviving. The stem's quite woody. It's already pushing out new leaves. There's a few aphids on that, but I will sort them out. This one should survive. It is recovering. I think I did find a slug under that pot there a month or so ago. That one in the back there, it's hit and miss. So that's how you sow seeds of the Dendroseris litoralis. Possibly my favourite plant, just because of the backstory, how unusual it is and how rare it is. If you want to grow a critically endangered plant, I would recommend this one. That's it from the Great Northern Exotic Garden. Consider subscribing if you enjoy the content. See you next time.